Attacks are increasing at a rate of about 256% per year. Think about that. Let me give you some background about ransomware. According to a report that I read, we subscribe to security alerts and security updates from lots of different publications. 30% of businesses in Canada were hit last year, 2023. Not all of them were successful with ransomware, but 30% had a security event. Healthcare, as we all know, because it's always in the headlines, has been targeted. It's not the only industry, but a lot of the threats have unfortunately been effective in getting ransomware, encrypting databases, stealing data. We all read the headlines. We know it's happening. The threats are mostly not from government agencies, thankfully. It's hard to think about how effective any government agency, if they want to attack, they're going to be effective. So it's hard to imagine that threat, but it's a more common threat. It's smash and grab. So here's how it works. One organization will steal credentials. They'll test the credentials. Can I log in? They'll wait a few days or a few weeks, try to log in again. That's good. Nobody changed their password. They can get in. What can they do? They don't know yet, but they take that set of credentials and they sell it to another organization. Second organization will take those credentials, get in, and start exploring. So they might start looking slowly around your network, and they're going to do it slowly so they go undetected. They want to fly under the radar. Once they have a clear understanding of some of the things they might be able to infiltrate, they might sell it to a third organization who will take it from there. They know the layout of the network, or at least part of the network. They have credentials to get in. They can start looking for areas that they can take advantage of. Can they get into administrator access from the credentials they have? Can they get to sensitive systems? Can they find data that's sensitive? And sometimes they'll start attacking at that point, but quite often they'll sell this access to a fourth organization. The fourth organization is the one that's going to do you in. The fourth organization will start to drop little things like an FTP server. What's that allow you to do? It allows the threat actor to be able to take a file and send it someplace. And you know where it's going to go. It's not good. They'll start dropping other kind of military grade, which are easy to get, tools that allow them to do lots of different things. They'll set up a beacon. So they'll have basically a ping that goes back to their network to say, we're still alive. This organization is still open for business and we're roaming around. And then they do the dirty work. They encrypt your data, they steal your data, and then it turns into what? Extortion, embarrassment, people shutting down networks to be able to respond to it. That's when things get really bad. But that's essentially a playbook of how things happen in a common attack. Those common attacks are what we hear about quite often in headlines. That's essentially most of what's happening out there. And it's getting worse. So attacks are increasing at a rate of about 256% per year. Think about that. And that's from one resource that we use. I'm sure there are other statistics out there. It's easy to find. So when I say we're not paying enough attention, it's true. All of us, no matter how good you are, we have to continuously improve.